Hello everyone, thank you for tuning in. As always, I appreciate that. In my everlasting quest to review all the games in my Steam library, next up is Adam's Venture Origins. This game came out way back in 2009. I think it came out for PlayStation 3 and Xbox. But since then, new episodes have been added, and they were all bundled for PlayStation 3 and 4, as well as it got a release on Steam under the name of Adam's Venture Origins, and that's the one I am going to talk about. So this has been in the works since 2009, and the last release in 2016. This is an action/puzzle game, mostly puzzle game, in which you play Adam Venture, who is kind of Indiana Jones rip-off type of character. Sort of cocky, and he tries to be funny, but he's not really. So they tried to make him like more of a stupid character, but he's not very interesting at all, and not funny as well. But you know, they tried to do something with him at least. In this game, you explore environments in third person, and the environments actually look quite okay, but that cannot be said for the characters in this game, because they don't look like much, and they are not very well animated. So they look very basic, and their mouths are not opening when the characters are speaking. Speaking of which, the dialogue in this game is really stale. And again, the developer tried to make it funny and to put humor into this game, but most of the time the humor falls flat. But at least they tried, right? Because humor is a very rare ingredient in the gaming industry, so I do appreciate the effort. So as you go through these environments, which are quite a lot of these environments, and they look quite good, as I said, and you won't be spending a lot of time in one place. Usually there's one puzzle to be solved, and then you move to the next location, which gives the game a nice feel of progression. But most of the time you'll be climbing a ladder, you jump a platform, you swing a rope, and the actual movement in this game is very slow and sluggish. So don't expect anything like Uncharted or Tomb Raider. Along the way, there are puzzles to be solved, and this is actually the core of the game, in my opinion. And the puzzles are actually quite nice. They're interesting, they're challenging, and they're never too frustrating, at least in my opinion. Where I'm not a puzzle fan, but I like these puzzles, and I usually solve them right before the moment where you feel frustrated, right? And there's a real sense of accomplishment when you do find the solution. There are some puzzles that are a bit obscure because they have poorly defined rules, but most of the time it's quite doable. So I really wanted to give this game a recommendation. I really do, even in spite of the low production values. But I can't, because there are a lot of technical issues, which in my opinion is unforgivable for a game that came out in 2009, and the developer has been working on various iterations since then. But there's still problems here, like disappearing audio, glitches, clipping, weird stuff, as well as stuttering. So I cannot even. I mean, it really bothers me, because I really wanted to like this game, and I do like it to some degree, but it's just so bugged, and I just can't recommend it. I just can't, and I'm really sorry about that. And it's such a harmless and sympathetic effort, and you can tell that the developers put a lot of time and effort into this, and even love, I think. But it's just not good enough. It's just not good enough. That's what I think of Adam's Venture Origins. Let me know what you think. Leave comments, subscribe. I appreciate it, and see you next time.